Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow.
Welcome, welcome. And there the camera started. I realized it wasn't on a few seconds before. So now it starts quickly. I think it might even be focused. Is it focused? Yeah, kind of focused, right? I think so. Good enough. Good enough. So, this is me trying to understand Chinese instructions. So fortunately my phone could scan it, and this time I did Google Translate instead of the phone's translate. We should probably Google that too. Oh, I'm so sweaty. So it's a bit more than 30 degrees inside, and outside the window is 50. So no opening the window to cool down. Right. So I'm thinking we don't have TTS. That's a problem, right? We want TTS. We want TTS. So let's see if we can fix that quickly before we get started. And Tatia, welcome in. So I was actually just on Amazon's website here. Let's see. On the screen, I don't share, since there are keys and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so I started SpeakerBot since my normal TTS is not up yet, and I'm thinking that we can remove that again, right? We want Amazon Poly, right? We don't want anything else on that. Let's see here. I'm just checking stuff. And this is not secret, by the way. Let's show you. This is Nutty's PDF. And I remember this existing, and I remember he not saying lots in his video, but there was this PDF. Can we size this up a bit? I'll just control zoom. So I think that some time in the well, I realized the account is 306 days old, so it was a year ago but I was testing this. Probably I think that the TTS was down then too, and I was like checking for alternatives. I think the TTS will be up any day now, but I deleted my the speaker bot, unfortunately, and then also the details, since I deleted the directory, Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, this is Nutty's. You can see it on the names of stuff. He is a streamer that streams about streaming, which is kind of it's a bit crazy and fun. I like him. So water. So I'll probably be drinking a lot today. I'm not used to this kind of temperature. Anyway, let's see. Chat. Let's move chat over somewhere where I can see it. Good morning. Not on Twitch. Yeah, so let's get that TTS working right. Even if it's not the real one, we'll have a temporary alternative in case we need it, right? That's kind of good. So let's see, where did I put that TTS? There. At once I managed to click something next to it, so it disappeared. So now I can see chat, so you can talk to me even though it's not TTS. So let's just see, and I actually have sweat. It's running down my back. Though I did just shower and it's still already sweating like that. It's annoying. I'm sorry. It's just my allergies. when I wake up, I always have a bit of stuff everywhere. So I'm looking here. Poly user. I have a user called Poly user here. That's my one user. And it has, of course, poly access then. So I'm sure I did this already. Take a deep breath. Yeah. So click the user you just created. Click security credentials. So what did I just click? I clicked the user to it might have changed too. I can see I have a summary here with something called R and an access key. So it's kind of complaining it's old. So I'm kind of deactivating these old ones. So, oh gosh, it's still water or sweat running down my back. So I'm creating a new access key because the other one was 306 days old, right? And I don't know what I did with it. But I think I only use it for the speaker bot. Right, let's actually follow his thing here. Click, select other. Okay, there's another here. Yeah. Never store it as plain text or in a code repository, and so on and so on. Rotate them, because it was warning me about the date, time, you know, that it was 306 days old. Description tag, we don't need that. So let's see. If I click add Amazon Poly here, and add access key and secret access key, and I'm going to copy. Oh, there's a copy button. Just paste, and I can copy this one, and let's paste it here. And the nice thing is that I don't see these. They're just random stuff. But now I have Amazon Poly, and we don't have to be secret anymore. So I have not even seen the secret access key myself. That's secret, right? Yeah, I'm getting started. Let's get the some kind of TTS running, right? We can continue following Nutty's thing here, right? So my other screen looks like this, and then we have the instructions here. So we took a deep breath there. Yeah. So we have the key now. So what does he say? What do we need to do? Well, we have this. Come on, continue. I already put it into the speaker bot. Yeah. Then, yes. So it's connected. Come on, more. Tell me more. Or I'll think myself. First 1 million characters are free. Yeah. So I'm assuming this will be I'll keep this working now and have this as a backup option for when the TTS needs a break, right? It's still extremely cheap after that, and you probably can afford it from the mega Twitch nation you're getting. Seriously. What are you doing burning through 1,000,000 characters? Do you know how many that is? Yeah, so I don't know if it's still 1,000,000 characters, but I'm assuming it's not like mega expensive, right? There also might be like limits depending on the age of our account or stuff, right? So we're at Google now, so he doesn't say any more about it in the file, I think. Right? It was only that, so I didn't really. Yeah, and I remember him saying stuff was removed after this. We have Blugger's Python here, though I was going to read it. But we haven't had like approval to have it on stream. What? I just wanted to close the thing. No, save changes. I didn't do any changes. So this is kind of cool with the translation, that you can say what part of the Chinese text is this, right? That's why I kept this up and didn't just paste it somewhere, because this is actually before this. This is the header instruction for use. So this is both for soldering practice. I can actually show you the board. My microscope is easy to connect, so let's give it 2 seconds and we'll put it up here. Let's see, come on. 2 seconds wasn't enough, it needed more. So it is very one colored there. That's because it is one colored. So I had to move it. So this is kind of tiny, as you might see. So I think this side of the board are like examples. And this is the microscope, you know. So if I were to turn on my desk camera, the light is working now. So we have light. We can go bright light mode there. We'll have better. But also maybe too bright light. So I was thinking of doing soldering today, but I think that I'm more into cybersecurity studies. I really want to continue. Come on. So, well, you can see how tiny this is. We also have the tiniest components here. Well, you can see my finger is kind of huge. So these. I'm trying to grab the packaging here. 750. And we have different components. So let's see if we can. I'll have to focus it on this height. Let's see. So this is kind of tiny, right? So what we have here are actually on this side of the board. This side is like a guide for different sizes, and there are actually rulers on the sides, and here are widths. And then on this side there's an actual LED electronic circuit, and then there are just solder practice on the side. So you can start practicing and then you can go to the actual building a thing there, right? So kind of fun thing, though. Not for today, another day. Let's see, what else do I have? These are so tiny, you know, you can't see them with really what's on them with your eyes. So these don't even have text. They're this tiny. So the whole thing here is, you know, it's tiny. That's enough, right? Tiny. And we have, actually, there are 2 ships too. Let's see. Here's one of them. Come on, can I find where this actually is? Here. Oh, is it 555? The tiniest 555 I've seen so far. It's this big. Oh, that's funny. Oh, let's see, what is the other one? Oh, it looks so cute. For CD 4017 BM. We'll have to Google that quickly. Let's see. Oh my god, my fingers are giant. 4017 BM. And then we have the instructions here for it. So I already saw. Come on. Yes, I'm in Sweden. Do I have to really set this? Okay. This annoys me very much. So there, was that what it wanted? Order online in 7:50 for shipping today. Yeah, because it's kind of early morning, right? End of life. Scheduled for this is a nice form. Obsolescence. 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 That's a funny term. Well. It's going obsolete. Someone thought it was fun to twist people's tongues there, right? And also, I'm not checking chat. No, I did. Should we fix the TTS? Finish it? I just wanted to show you this cool thing here. As it is on my desk in the way, so let's move it. So I'm going to put this into its bag. So I don't want to lose bits of this. So I was thinking maybe to stream this today. That's why it's on the desk still. We have more tiny components, and these are kind of like numbers. You have more of them, and then there are tiny ones. So there's no text on these or anything. So I'm assuming I'll have to go from the amount of components. So come on, where is it? Here? Yeah, so here we have. So I'm kind of thinking these are LEDs, right? Let's see here. These are a bit bigger. I think these are the biggest components in the soldering practice kit. So I haven't done much SMD soldering, so I thought I better practice a bit, right? So tiny. Then we have these 103s, 10K, and then we have 205. So here are the last component. See if I can. Here, well, you can see how tiny they are, right? Like this. So it's all in the tiny bag. And I also had other things here. This is actually normal components. They look so huge compared, you know. So here's a normal resistor compared to the tiny ones. I think this one is slightly mixed. So let's actually put the microscope a bit higher. And let's focus on this distance. Come on. It's not that hard to focus, is it? It's going into focus. So, yeah, so this one is a tiny board. It seems like a mixed. It's both kinds of components. There's some kind of tiny thing to build. And this seems like mostly SMD stuff too. And this is just normal components. Yeah. So let's put them back in the box. Where did I have the box? Here, just put it on top of everything here, just by the camera. So it's all in here ready for playing with another day. And they also found the most suitable one for those tiny things. Oh my, it's so warm in here. I'm sorry. Let's turn off the microscope. I'm thinking I'll do these kind of random things, you know, first. So when I highlight stuff later, I don't have to pause for the random stuff, because there's always random stuff. So I can get rid of the microscope. The mic is a bit more space. And as I said, we have the light up here now, but I can turn it off now as we're not microscoping stuff anymore. I also need a bit of breakfast actually, because I have muesli and yogurt there, and it has fruit. I don't think my hair will ever dry in this temperature, really. So, I was starting to feel hungry, so that's why I'm thinking time for the breakfast, really. And then we'll see if we can fix the TTS, and then we'll get started. So hopefully not long. So just let me get a bite of breakfast here. I'm sorry for the bright light here. I can't even change the size of this window. So speaker bot is even worse in the UE department. Yeah, so let's just select a voice. Everybody will have to survive having just one voice here now. Should we do Matthew or something? Well, let's see. What if I click him? Add. Then I'll get another one of those. Yeah, so I'm actually moving this to the other screen so I don't. Yeah, so I'll have to log into Twitch too, which is kind of obvious, right? Well, yeah, let's just authorize it. So we're logged in here. So, I think that we don't have to do much more. We need to set up some voice too. Voice alias, I think it is. This one. So this is also like, so where am I supposed to click? Right? Nah, I don't think that's the one. That's just... So I think this one might be older than StreamerBot. So you seem to be able to set which ones to ignore. So I could make it ignore all the languages I don't know, you know, if I don't think we need to. What if we'd click to say everything? And we'd test something in chat? Will this read it? I have no idea. YouTube? Oh, it sends to both. Yeah. So what I want is for it not to do anything, just to give me voices available in a StreamerBot. That's all I want. But I think you have to like create a voice. That's why I thought I needed to add something here. So what if we do the one I had here, Matthew Neural, and we set this as no. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to set it as default. That's why there was a default button, right? So
This is a test message.
yeah, so we can make it speak stuff now. Let's call this, I think this is where I added. This is so unintuitive, it's crazy. So, Matthew. And we add this. Now I think I can use Matthew's voice. And he can read all of chat, right? I could even have two voices and one for YouTube chat. That would be kind of funny. So, what if we add Sally? That's the one I usually use. Sally's neural.
This is a test message.
Yeah, and let's call it Sally. And add. So now I believe that we have access to these from StreamerBot. Right, and here's StreamerBot. Oh my god, that's huge. So this one we can change the size of. It's a bit more advanced, not much. And we have YouTube chat message here. Currently it's sending it to Twitch. We don't want that now. We want this one to be disabled because we don't have the normal TTS, and that's why I put that there. This could even be a replacement for sending all the messages from YouTube. So this could actually be what reads. If this works well, this could be reading YouTube messages until Security Live I'll have to ask him when there's an opportunity. I currently don't want to bother him too much. Let's see, core. I want speaker bot. Speak. And let's do Matthew. That's where I knew I needed the alias there. Pass through bad word filter. And the message, I think it's so percent user says message, right? So for the first time ever, YouTube got prioritized. Let's test.
픽스잇 42 리브세이 테스팅.
Okay, that was not Matthew. Oh, well, we had audio, right? There was some kind of audio. Why did Matthew sound like? Well, we heard it. I hope you heard it too. I think so.
This is a test message. This is a test message.
So Matthew should not be Matthew. This is so frustratingly bad. So if I click here, no, both look like they are. So do I need to change something here? So these don't have anything set. Good morning, good morning. So we're trying to make a temporary solution for the TTS not being up, you know? And this program is so frustrating. Actually, we might look at Nutty's. I think I had his open. That's where I got the link from. Yeah, we have this open. This should be the information I wanted. So let's see. Yeah, so here is where he's adding the voice. Let's just see what he does, because I'm like, my god, this is
personas, and these voice aliases tab. The idea here is go and read that Google Doc. I haven't even made it yet, but I will.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass, but if you can set all that up, you only have to do it once. Everything from here on out gets way easier. We're gonna move
so
over
why did
to
I
the
delete
voice
this when I
aliases
had
tab.
running
The idea
before?
here is
Because I
we're gonna
was
set
saving
up a bunch
space on
of,
my hard
let's just
drive.
call them personas, and these personas have a voice. So what you do is you create a persona and we give it a name. So we'll go with Steve.
There need to be
then
a
under
voice
where it
there.
says speak, you'll see a list of all of the different voices that Steve can have, and you'll notice that there's hundreds
so
and
we got the
hundreds of
random
different voices
voice.
because we set up like 4 different speech engines. Now you'll notice that a lot of these voices are listed as standard, and then there's others that are listed.
Yeah, so this doesn't help me. Let's just, we know now that there needs to be something in here. How do we get it in here? This is the output device, the device itself, and it has default and it works. But how do you get the voice in there? Oh, there's an add button. So let's say we have Matthew here. If we click add, oh right, so that's how. Okay, very nice. So I'm not friends. The person who made this program, you know, they think very differently than I do apparently, because I would never have done that like this. You know, the first thing you do is like, oh, how do I add something here? So I tried right clicking. I was expecting something to be up here in this first corner where I start, you know? And then I was like, I think these were like grayed out before I created these. And I could test the voices, yeah. But then I found this. So I didn't find the add button here. So it's at least well, I'm assuming it works now. So YouTube chat can send a test message if they want. I'm going to add Twitch too. So you'll have different voices. Just two of them. So now we're StreamerBot. And Matthew speaks the messages there. So let's see, Twitch chat. Do we have Twitch chat here? Look, Twitch chat is StreamerBot. TDS but down. So this was probably deleted when I uninstalled it. So StreamerBot. Speak. Sally. And let's assume the same names. So time to test it. That was very quiet. So I'm sending a YouTube message.
Fixit 42 live say testing.
Right, so I'm kind of thinking, let's not close this by mistake, minimize it. I'm thinking Twitch one is probably disabled. Right, look, it's not enabled. So that's why it didn't work. So now we should have at least, I guess, a message.
Fixit 42 say testing again.
Oh well, let's. Why did I do that? Did I do that on the YouTube one too?
Fixit 42 says test.
So now we have a workaround for when it doesn't work. And instead of YouTube, you'll have the same voice. You can't set voices as Twitch can, but at least they're spoken. So we can keep this until I fix something else. So
Fixit 42 live says another test again blah blah blah.
okay, so TTS seems to work. We have a workaround TTS solution until the TTS works again. Execute lives TTS. That's nice.
Not on Twitch says yay for TTS.
Yeah, so it's always nice to have TTS. And now we will know that if it's a female voice, it's from Twitch, and if it's a male voice, it's from YouTube. If you mind, I can change it, but it's different voices. I just put them randomly. So now I won't be looking into something, not notes in chat. Thanks for that. StreamerBot, SpeakerBot, and StreamerBot. So maybe I should pause the actual message saying, so I don't want to, don't want to like put shame on Security Live saying this is his TTS. So let's pause the message saying thanks for the TTS.
Musician at home says G'day at Fix It 42 Kimmery Meowdy.
G'day, g'day. All right. Welcome in, musician at home. So we just set up a temporary TTS because of the usual one is not up. So I'm just going to, we're going to get started now. I'll just see, where do I have that message? I'm just blind. I could filter. Let's use that. Nah. Yeah, this is it, right? So it's timers. Yeah, so this is the one. Let's disable this one. So it won't pop up in chat that the TTS, it's this TTS. I would have put search there. But it's filter. As much as you can complain on streamer, but it's very nice to have. We don't have a better alternative. So this was what we just looked at in the microscope. We logged in there, and these were the instructions for the. Oh, this is a photo I took, and I tried to search, but I think this is a lad. Search for it yesterday. It can't really find the images like this. Should have maybe zoomed in more. I don't think so. So I was just pasting this into a doc. So let's see. Yeah, I started that one. Let's go to the dashboard from here, and yeah, it hopped to the wrong path. So this weekend I didn't want to continue on the real stuff, you know, where we're at. So let's go back to this one. So it's a bit annoying that you have to switch it, but also it's kinda logical. So what we have is the Daily Bugle, and we just started a tiny bit to look at it. So let's start it. And compromise a Joomla CMS account via SQLi, or practice cracking hashes and escalate your privileges by taking advantage of Yum. And there's a lot of things. I don't know what's Joomla, you know, and what's Yum. We'll see. So let's make sure the notes are up. So I was making notes on this other room. That's also interesting. It's like, how does an actual engagement look like? How does it really happen, you know? And that's these notes. So
Musician at home says hadn't heard of this site before. Pretty cool. I enjoyed hacking when it was still easy, back in the 90s. Kimmery Beck's lols.
Yeah, so I've never looked at it because I, you know, don't want to be bad to anyone. I want to be a kind person. So that's now, when these sites are available, you can just do stuff without hurting anyone. That's nice. So you're on the right screen, is the same screen as me. So we started there. We just got started. We checked the Nmap and we looked at the web page, and we just checked that robots.txt, and we were looking for the version because that's what the page asks about. We started a GoBuster. I don't think the results we had time to even see them on stream, but I think it's like the same as this list. Well, we'll just look into the directories, I guess, and see what more we will find. So also I'm going to start the VM, of course. Alright, I had my LinkedIn up too. Yes, I was thinking yesterday, should I switch this image to something more like Fixit42 logo thing? Or should I keep this one? Because lots of people are not very social, you know, so I'm kind of like, maybe I have a
Fixit42bot says, hi y'all. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel at https://www.youtube.com/@fixit42. More to come soon.
So this is the dash there is a comment character for the normal TTS. So could we possibly add that? Yeah, we'll have to do make code. Yeah, maybe it's worth it because I'm going to use these for YouTube, probably continue to use this for YouTube, so then it's worth it. It's a tiny thing to make anyway. So let's start with the Twitch one, since the Twitch one is the one who and actually I think I can only make a tiny code that results in a false for comments, right? But this is not the one. The one we want is Twitch chat to speaker bot. And here we want to add a tiny C# code, and what we want here is if the message is so execute code before, and I'm just going to see if you can cheat and not redo stuff, do it, right? Yeah, so I don't think this one works, but I at least have these bits. This might be the opportunity to fix this, by the way. So this one is annoying because it has a tiny t there. There. I don't know why it doesn't look like it hopped to the side so much. So the only thing here, we wanted to return false in case of a special character were to start, like a dash. I don't need the message ID. Why would I want that? Because I was going to delete it for the spam. Right. So if message contains no, this is wrong. If message so C# string starts with oh there's a starts with method. Okay, sure. Ignore case. Culture info. So give me an example. So we have to create a culture info for this. They at least have Swedish here. Starts with capital A ring. Okay. I have to look up here. I am assuming this is O, the Swedish letter with an A with a ring on top. So was it the Swede that made the example? Probably, right? Let's see. String compression. Yes, because I was thinking there's probably another version.
Fixit42bot says, join my Discord at https://discord.gg/z-goo29gqh.
Yeah, I don't want this red. So let's see. Search string title starts with comparison. Starts with search string. Well, yeah. So search string. I'm just comparison. What? Okay. Yeah, because it's title dot search string. Invariant culture. Invariant culture ignore case. Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll use this one. Because I don't care.
Musician at home says it's interesting what the TTS chooses to pronounce. Like it combined the 9 grams into one syllable.
Oh, yeah. So that's the poly. So of course we don't need to create something for this. We're just using it once. So let's put it here, there. And we'll probably have to add a DLL here for this. So we have message that starts with search string being currently just a dash. So if message starts with dash, return false, meaning it will not read it. So everything that we return false here, it won't do the next thing. That's how StreamerBot works. I'm trying to use the built-in things here, not do it all in code. I'm trying. Though I'm assuming there's a steeper speaker-bot thing here too that we could use. But right now this was actually the simplest way too. Oh, let's see. So I guess I have one too much. 1, 2 start parenthesis and 3 end parenthesis. That's kind of odd, right? And I forgot the semicolon. There. So, also you can't even Control S in this. I'm not a fan of this. Control S gives this. Kind of funny. So undo works at least, it seems like. So if now we have, the next time we have one of these messages, we shouldn't have it actually. So let's copy this to, let's actually do a test message. This is a test. Let's see if it works. Another test.
Fixit42 says Anna per test.
Yeah, so it skipped this as a test, which is nice. It works. We can copy it safely to YouTube. So copy sub action and let's put it in YouTube chat message. And paste sub action and drag it up there. And this one we'll probably not use now because we have a workaround TTS until I mean, I used to just send YouTube messages to Twitch chat. We'll see. We'll see. It should work now. And we shouldn't have a lot of spam messages. So you can send tests if you want, musician at home, and see if what it will read and what it won't read. So what I didn't do, I should have started with, is to start my VM. So I'm just starting it now. And this chat, we don't really need it anymore because I can hear chat again. Very nice. So starting the Kali VM. So, musician at home, what kind of hacking did you do in the 90s? Now you have to tell me all about it, you know. You mentioned it. Then back then cybersecurity didn't exist, at least, right? So we were all just IT people. So I started working in IT in like 96, I think. Logging into Kali. Well, you could be here with me if you wanna. And randomly odd password. I think the bright light from the window behind makes me not see the screen. That's not what I want. I don't want my windows. Why? Why does the Windows one pop up? Never does. So I have the Kali down here. Oh, there it was. Because it overlaps with the VMware one up here. So, but the Windows one usually doesn't pop up. This is like, why is this popping up? Because that's not the active thing. When this is active, it doesn't pop up. There, that's how it's supposed to work. I just clicked another window. Probably buggy the first time. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. So we have an IP now, and it's been started for more than 15 minutes already. And this is probably the old IP. Yeah, maybe we should make a host entry so we don't have to do that if we need another day to finish this one. Though
Musician at Home says used to be pretty active in the Where's IRC communities, so there was a lot of script kiddie type hacking going on.
Yeah.
Owned a huge botnet at one point.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, IRC. Yes, I remember everybody just changed their game executables a bit so they could run, you know. That was just normal. So what was I going to do? Oh. I should probably eat a bit more breakfast before I get started. Right, the hosts. Burp didn't start. So what on earth is this one then? So I'm thinking that all of these are probably that's a robots.txt. So if I would have done this last time, but I think we were kind of running out of time right when we started it. Nah. No, that's so annoying when that happens. So let's get one working. Did I mistype it? Did I? So this let's do http:// first. There. So we have the criminal we call Spider-Man. It's back at it. clearly seen in the image. Spider-Man is nothing more than a criminal, and I have proof. Yeah, right. So we had like 1 million login places here. You are here, home. So let's hop around a bit. Burp is on. Right. There's forgot your username and password. And what we're looking for really now is the version. And what we got here is it's just Joomla. It doesn't say the version. So I kinda don't like this when we have to look at information. Why can't we just have like the root and user ones, right? Why do we have to have the Joomla version? Though I guess we could just skip the question and just look at the box and then we'll see this afterwards, right? So I don't have to get annoyed at it. Instead of using SQL map, why not use a Python script? What is Jonas' correct password? So here we have a username, which is cheating, right? So you shouldn't read the questions even if you don't want hints. Found another way to compromise the machine. Yeah, we don't want to click there. We want to look at it. Yes, also I guess this is like Spider-Man knowledge, right? I haven't read Spider-Man for a few years. Let's call it that. A few years. Too many years. I mean, I'm old. I feel old when we talk about that. So, both of these are email address. So we can find mail addresses. I'm just testing, playing. Yeah, so it needs to be looking like an email address, right? We didn't test anything else, like there's something in there, right? Right, we had the same login form, and then we had the now we have the administrator page here. Let's kind of thinking plugins installation. So I think I think I almost started a Go Buster on administrator. Maybe not. Right, let's look at the old one. Let's move it here. So this one didn't have a help. This one had a help. So I've never seen this Joomla thing before. So I don't know how it works. CLI sounds very interesting, right? I'll have to look at that one. Let's see. So you see, as soon as I clicked, it disappeared the other thing. So let's actually close these. Right, here we have the administrator login. Itching nose. There's an extra line in this one. Okay, because it lists more than one article. To and categorized. Right. Oh, sorry.
Musician at home says kind of scary to have CLI accessible through a website. Wonder if that's standard for a Joomla install.
No idea. Haven't got a clue. Since I've never seen it before. I've heard it, but haven't seen it. Let's go there. You might need to log in or something. We might need to type stuff here. If it's even working, but nothing is like... It might want us to like send it a command. Yes, I guess we could just look at the PHP file, right? I don't know if it's anything useful yet, but still interesting. Too many ones open. I'm like, which one was it there? Let's put it over here.
Musician at home says maybe not so scary. At least looks locked down to controlling the Joomla config.
Yeah, so you can call anything, of course, so we don't know what it is yet. Well, these kind of things are always annoying. You search something, right? By mistake. Yeah, so that is not found. I guess we can try these. Let's see. Also that said SQLi even. So I'm starting to look at my notes there, so I was thinking we could copy this one and try. Also, we have lots of stuff here already. It's already there too. So empty password is not allowed. I'm sorry. Okay. This just happened. I didn't click anything, I think. So this was the same thing. Funny how different things pop up. Oh. So we had several login places. Looks kinda similar, right? I don't even know what I pasted there. Right, so we have a username too. Or probable. Oh, let's skip these. Oh, it was these. That's a lot of stuff already. If anyone has any thoughts, just tell me today. I usually I don't want any hints, but I feel tired today, and I also know nothing about Joomla. We could also, of course, just maybe it's a good opportunity, because it says like instead of using a SQL map, why not try a Python script, right? Right, and there are also hints. And this is a learning room. It's not like a box. So it's not the same. I wonder if this version of Joomla is vulnerable. I think maybe I search for Joomla exploit, right? Exploit scanner. Someone search for scanner. Okay. Maybe we have a tool already for this. And here we have the version too. Well, let's try that one then. Let's just put this one in the logs. So that's done. Tabbing on the wrong machine. Just adding this to the notes here. So, and also this one didn't have a sage here. It's not as pretty. So apparently I copied too much there. So let's get back to that page. Scan. Let's actually make a directory. Let's just see if it says how it works. It also removed what was on before. It uses clear. Well, so nice. I didn't have lots of stuff there. This is about the worst thing a tool can do, clear the screen. Because you might have had stuff there, right? So, update date 2018. Target. Yes, I was.
Tanifa3 says just a quick boop and run. Need to be up early smile.
Okay. Okay. Good night, Taniwa. Have a great day tomorrow, I guess.
Tanifa3 says take care. See you next time.
You too. You too. So, was done. It also cleared the screen. That's ugly. Very ugly. U for URL. Enumerate components is -EC. Cookie user agent. Well, let's just run it with just the URL first then. And I'm kind of thinking we might only need the... So I saw that in this example that it used HTTP there. So dailybugle.hm. New target specified. That's not intelligent. So now we have the version number. It's still working its stuff. So I'm just going to hop over to the page and let's put that version in there. It's still looking. 3.7.0. Right. Apparently it's 64-day streak now. Alright, that's what I had as the longest. Then the mail warnings bugged out and I was on vacation. So I didn't have those regular hours. So let's continue. So core is not available. So we need to make notes on this tool, of course. And I found it thanks to someone searching for scan. That's interesting, you know? I could have just as well not found it there. So components, modules, templates. It's apparently has its structure. We didn't find any readable files. The admin page is this. Yes, and the robots.txt we already found. Didn't create anything here. Where then? Reports from where? I don't think it put it as a root. This is so annoying. This tool is bad. Clearing the screen, first of all, is like so bad. So this didn't find anything but the version. I guess we have more to search on. I was thinking it would check for modules that were vulnerable and stuff. Okay. There we have the directory. You shouldn't have to do this. And it wasn't the same one. Oh my god. ls is no file or directory. Yeah, but still, nothing there. Perl. It's Perl. Right. Enumerate components. Let's do that. So it will delete everything, all of the old stuff. So I better save this before we run it again. Oh my goodness. I'm like shocked. Seriously. Right, and wrong machine. Enumerate components. Well, let's see how this differs. So I'm looking meanwhile at other options. There's only like client information, cookie, user agent, random agent, timeout, proxy. So we could have run this through burp if we wanted to, for example. And there's about, help, and version. So this was the only options it could do. Well, I guess we'll have to find. Because I want to learn all the things about this one. So the file doesn't really exist. I'm checking my spelling there. Oh, it's not a file. That's annoying. That would have been enough, right? Let's do directory instead then. I'm actually hopping there in another one. We want to stay in this directory, right? Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello world. Okay, that's a very nice. We were expecting a few more logs here, thank you. So so here's reports, modules, exploit. So that's what it uses to manage to get the information. Yeah, I'm thinking we're done with the Zoom scan. But let's put this in the In the notes, and let's check these directories out, right? Now let's all the way to the top. I'm curious who wants a clear screen. Oh, that was not what I was going to do. I'm so tired today. Why? I've been sleeping a lot, I think. But not tonight, though. But in the weekend. So, let's look at this one. Because I saw that there are, and this is usually doesn't work with the right click and open link. I did update my Kali, so it might just have been a fixed bug. Yeah, I was thinking here, it kind of hopped this one, did it? So this one didn't really get opened. Oh my, I don't think we'll get much from this, right? Well, let's take the opportunity to look at it. Users. So the users one. Yeah, so now why didn't this one work? Was I too quick? So I need a quick bathroom break here. I'll be right back. I had a hard chocolate. I had to eat it. So there's no way we could like look at all of this. By the way, there's more things we could look at. So this one says 3. So I'm thinking this is the way probably it finds the version, right? It looks at some file where that it knows it exists. Part of me is just thinking I need to know something about Joomla. I don't know anything about Joomla. Let's continue. So this is a very old tool. There might be newer ones that are not from, what was it, 2018? I just saw that it's a Kali tool, so I knew I would have it installed already. Oh, my eyes itch. So this is some online tool to check your own site, right? Oh, my eyes are so tired. Joomla is one of the most popular open source content management systems and is a common target for attackers due to its popularity and wide variety of extensions that are available. These Joomla security scans will test your site for security issues, configuration errors, and poor reputation links, so you can get to work mitigating the vulnerabilities. So here are CVEs for Joomla. Now we have the versions. I was going to search. I want to check these. This is also definitely an online thing, right? So since we don't have an actual open website, it's not possible. So I'm assuming we need a Python thing. So this could be the one. No, this is Joomla scan. It's a Python. Free and open source software, updated 2 years ago. Meaning it's newer. 2016. No, I think you changed something more. Since 2016. Well, this is a Python file, meaning we could just... let's first look at its database. So it has a long list of components to test. The README we already read, so let's go for this. Let's see. It's 300 lines, not very huge. We could just copy this. We don't need to like clone anything. It's just one file and the database, of course. I'm thinking that we might have it already, as we didn't test. Oh, I'm so tired, it's annoying. So why does it have a separate file for database? Let's make sure that it's actually referenced. So it will open the file here, reading. And I did the smart thing and put it straight there in the root. I'm sorry for being so tired. It's amazing. Well, the file was, let's see. It has the USR bin Python, so we can just make it executable if I remember the name there. Shmad plus x, not minus x, plus x u Okay. Let's look at the code again. So, Python, old Python. So, either we edit it or we run it manually. Let's Python. Let's do 2.7, and I'm typing in the wrong screen. Python 2.7 u URL threads version. Let's just run it. U http :// and I'll have to make notes, but better make sure what's actually working. If this gives all the information the other tool does, we don't need the other tool at all, right? So http daily bugle.thm. Let's see how quick this is, or slow. So we know all of these directories already. We don't know how to use any of the information though. So administrator components. We could also, of course, go buster with PHP and XML. We would find all of them, or something recursive to find all of the things, like Ferrex Buster. So I don't know why I'm so tired. I think I only slept like 7 hours or 6 hours. I mean, but still, oh well. It's the heat, of course, too. So it's still 30 inside, but it's just 43 outside now. So in a few hours I can open the window, but only it will be very audible. So same information, didn't give us anything new. It gave us less information because it didn't even say the version. So let's look at the script. So I'm thinking We need to know more about Joomla and how its vulnerabilities hopefully work. Let's look at the list now. I'm kind of thinking versions too. What was the version? 370. These are not, this is a too long list, right? So let's look at Joomla. 370. Yeah, we want RCE. Let's also look at the age of the room, right? So, mm. 1619 through 365. 4.5 years ago. So it's not really new. They should have it in years too, right? This would have been old then. Not too old, maybe. Requires Metasploit. Meaning it's in Metasploit, meaning it's boring. Or we'd have to make our own from it. Joomla core is prone to a remote where we have 3.7. Why do I keep scrolling away from this? So 3.7 is exactly the right version. This wasn't a lot here. So prone to a RCE vulnerability because it fails to sufficiently sanitize users' applied input. Successful exploitation may allow users to execute arbitrary commands with the privilege of the user running the application to compromise the application or the underlying database to access or modify. Yeah, so okay, so it's 11. That's why TryHackMe pops up. That was not what I was hoping to. I was hoping to this one. Because we're looking for some kind of detailed explanation that we can use. So here we have the CVE number. let's just search for this one. Oh, ho, ho. Missing. If I scan. So lots of Joomla stuff here. The core filter field in COM field allows remote code execution. I'm itching my mosquito bite. It's almost gone. It's still itching though. Ah. Maybe there's a new one next to it that itches. Okay. So I can see with this directory is called YMLS. YAMLs. Right. Lots of YAMLs in there. So what's PyFi scan? It doesn't seem to be. Free web application vulnerability and version scanner can be used to locate outdated versions of common web applications in Linux servers. Example use case is hosting providers keep an eye on their users' installation to keep up with security updates. Yeah, so it's a scanner. That's not interesting. Right now, at least. So there seemed to be something totally different, so why did it pop up in search? Well, let's look at that boring thing, right? Let's read it. We could also try if it works before we dig into it too deeply. 2017. Yeah, let's check Metasploit. Right, these are the instructions for the SMD soldering thingy. That's what I translated there. So this is why I don't like Metasploit, right? It takes a million years to start, and then when it started, it's kinda not perfect. But it's very slow. So let's check Joomla. First, we have a CVE number too to check. Slow. So is something special today? Because it's usually not this slow, right? I was thinking, what could I do to not be so tired? Maybe I should stand. Oh, let's see. I'm checking for short cables. That's enough. So I have stuff here that I need to check out. I have a monitor, but I don't know if it's working or broken. So standing. That's a better to do. So seriously, Metasploit totally. Well, what? What's up? What's up, really? So I'll be back in 20 minutes, or what? So I'll just go check on my kids. Oh, it's so warm in here. Both are actually asleep. Since it's so slow, I'm thinking we could search for but maybe we want to use the numbers. So scanner. So let's actually search for the CVE. Right, let's search for the version number. I'm sorry for if this will take a long time. Maybe it didn't. Something was odd with it. Oh my god.
Noriko
Right.
Neko says, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm going to need you to pull over to the side of the road. This is the snacks police. I'ma need to see that bowl for closer inspection and confiscate any other snacks in your possession."
Oh, great, Nori. Sorry, unfortunately, that was my last. But I can go and get some more so you can see what I was eating. It's a salty pins. Sorry, Nori. Yes, I'm very tired, so I'm feeling like yeah. So we got this one again. Let's search now for the CVE and see if we get the same one.
Noriko Neko
should
says,
I go and
"Nariki
get
one
more
cry, so
snacks?"
I'ma have to starve now."
Oh, they're all out. Wait a sec here. I'll just type this and I'll go get some more. Just for your sake, not for mine. Yeah, so we keep getting the same one. This is the one. Right, I noticed it up here too. We have a few exploits. But this one is very old. And let's see. Comfields SQLI RCE. Here. So this one says actually 2015. No, 2017. So it's okay. I just was looking kind of. So this is probably it. Let's just do use 0, and I'll come back in 2 seconds. I'll just get some more snacks for Nori. So here you go, Nori. Some snacks for you. Take one. So let's see.
Noriko Neko says, "Yay, thank you, Nariki one jump."
So Nori, how on earth do I shout you out? You have too complicated a name. So you have to go check out Nori's DJ streams, right? I'm copy pasting your name.
Noriko Neko says them sticks are dangerous. So easy to eat without realizing you've just eaten 400 of them.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I only got 3 first, or 4. No, you made me get all these. Your fault
Noriko
if I get
Neko says
fat.
haha you just type only English name.
Yeah, I actually did the other one now. It worked too. Yeah, but the other one should work too, right? So I copied it.
Noriko Neko says thank you Noriki1H.
Yeah, so go check out Nori's DJ streams. Very cool. And also amazing 3D artist, right? That's what you are. So, why don't you stream like setting up your stuff? That would be interesting, I think, to people. You should do that. I would like to see how you do things, how you make it work. The background, the technical stuff.
Noriko Neko says yes I am same recently I have to lock snacks away or put in other room recently.
Okay. Yeah, I was tired now, so I thought maybe that'll help me to wake up a bit, to eat something more. We'll see. Maybe it's the other way around. Also, I'm standing now, so I'm not this in the chair. So I checked on my kids, and they're actually sleeping, both of them. And one of them, I think, was awake all night playing some Roblox event thing. And he said yesterday that, Mom, I feel like I want to break my
Noriko
sleep
Neko says I do stream
because
setting
I
up that's
have
what
the
starting
dentist
soon screen
in 2
is.
days.
Or to see all the stuff I do, must get into VR chat early to watch me set up cams etc.
Okay. Yeah, so just when you start stream. But I'm more like into, I would like to see you like set it up from you sharing your computer screen. That's what I mean, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so what you actually do, not only how it looks. That's what I meant. So I guess I should eat this one. I just ate all the salt. It's 50 degrees outside again. 50.5. No, it was going down.
Noriko Neko says I'll remember to take picture for you today of my setup.
Thank you. So let's see. Let's check options. So the target name is 370 by default, which is nice. So we need to set our hosts, and I guess we could use the daily bugle.tsm. And we are 10.18.21.236. I'm assuming. So let's do options again. So we have set the R host port 80. Base path. Yeah. And he can listen on whatever port it wants. So let's just run it. Oh, well, do you know what we haven't done? We haven't made, we haven't lengthened the time, but it's also not expired yet. So, look, still not expired, but let's use the IP. So, exploit completed, but no session was created. Let's just set the new R hosts to the IP instead. I don't think it will matter, but warm. So let's run it again. So I run it just a few times. Table prefix. Let's go back and check the nmap. I don't remember, it was too long ago, so we had SQL too, so we haven't checked SQL yet. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Yeah, let's look at the SQL. So 3306 is what we have. We could also look at the other ones, but this was the CD we found that sounded the best. But also, I don't know what the table prefix also sounds database related, right? So we might as well look there. Where did my browser go? Yeah, so let's look at the page first. So it says instead of using SQL map, why not use a Python script? Do they have a hint? Well, this is not a script. Let's try SQL map and then we'll try other ways later. So still no files there. I know I checked it, but I wanted to check again. Yeah, so this is a request. I know that you can use only the let's actually SQL map help and see if we can dig through this without checking my notes. There's HH for more help. Yeah. So all of these have the request R. But you can do URL. And then they have like this. I think you can just put the URL there, which is very lazy, but I haven't seen any Python script, right? We'll try everything. We'll try that too. Even if you find it, you know. So, felt like a bad. It is U as the normal URL. Right. Should I do HTTP? No, I want the help. Give me the help. So D direct. Do you have an example of that? I would like to see all that it does, really. That would be nice. Can we tell it to do that? I'm thinking verbose, debug. We know that D is direct, right? V is verbose. So we can do verbose 6 and we'll know everything. We'll go crazy from too much data. So let's do like 3, right? D. Should I just put the IP? Let's see. IP colon, what was the port? And let's do, is it V or capital V? Sorry for all the scrolling. It's normal V. So yeah, so it wants MySQL or something like that. This might not work, you know. We need the information. We need to do the normal way then. Because I was thinking, since we have this port, you know, we might be able to use it like this. Oh, so very odd here not to get a reply. Yeah, but so we don't know what vulnerable PHP. I mean, what PHP is vulnerable yet. We can test it with the login ones. All right. Yeah, so we can try MySQL. I'll be back quickly. Just checking again. Yeah, my kids are still sleeping. Let's put those away. So, we have so many things we could try. So this would require signing in. It's very odd to me. But I am thinking, first of all, let's just do something like, Joomla hack tricks, right? I've never seen this before. I need some basic knowledge. So Joomla collects anonymous usage statistics such as breakdown of Joomla PHP and database versions and server operating system in use on Joomla installation. This data can be queried via their public API. Okay. So why would I want to know that? I want to know something about the specific one, right? So, why are we at Joomla.org? If the Joomla site is being installed, yeah, are they just using this as a example? readme.txt. We can always check if there is one. So let's go back to this one. So apparently there's a readme.txt here. So we have the version there. This might be what the Perl script did. So we have more knowledge about Joomla, right? So let's look here. This is from the web. Yeah, so I just did robust easy. So this is kind of funny to have this up, right? Copyright 2/2017. So I'm going to copy it all, but I'm not going to keep it all in my notes. But I think the copyright bit is interesting. And the first bit where it says a version number. Also, what is Joomla? There. So we have 2 bits of information, 2017 and 3.7, and we know that the other one said .0, and that was also the correct answer in the TryHackMe question. So now we know how to find this ourselves, and the Perl script didn't really give us anything more. And it was very old, but it just said the Joomla version. Well, I guess it could have said that it's vulnerable too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so like tired. That's So sorry for that. And if you have any suggestions here or information on Joomla or anything like this, or how to use SQL map to connect to a SQL where you don't have the password, that would be interesting. So I'm just going to see here. Yeah, I just updated the page. I can see I'm live on YouTube and on Twitch. Nice. That's always good to know, you know, that you're online and not just talking to yourself. And also, I can see there's someone there. There seem to be like 20 people. Well, now it's up. So, like 16 people watching. So you're welcome to talk if you're not just lurking. Anyway, so we have a way now to find more information ourselves from checking this readme.txt. So let's continue checking the hack tricks one, because this was useful. Let's also check this here, the API. So let's assume now that we just check this URL here too, right? We might be able to get something. I don't think this is interesting. I mean, I thought this was just on their web, right? But why not try? Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't exist. So we tried. So we didn't miss anything that would be useful. This is like stats on what's used the most. It's kind of funny that old stuff, like 3.7 here, seems to be used in their stats, though apparently there's a 5. There's also 3 million here. Well, of course we'll have to check the full thing, right? So let's just click and see what the current thing is. So currently there are 3 million, and most used seem to be 3.9, though there is a 5.2. Yeah, so people keep using the old ones. 3.1 is 6. Yeah. Anyway, so this exists. I don't know what use we can have, except seeing that there's a lot of vulnerable stuff probably out there. Grep generator. Metanym generator Joomla. Yeah, so when I checked the source for the page, I only saw Joomla, and also Vapalizer only says Joomla, no version. So now we know how to find the version number. That's great. So version in administrator, you can see the version. Language, you can get the version, and plugin system. Now let's check all of these, right? Why not? So we're exploring Joomla. Right, I should probably put something in the stream title. So here is, I looked at this, right? It says 3.6 and April. So I looked at this file, but here's this version, this. Yeah, so that's probably the XML version. So 370. Let's actually copy this URL to our web notes, because this is our first Joomla notes. We have to be thorough, right? Let's see. What happened? There. So there, I can see myself. It's very odd if you see some old copy of yourself, you know. So I wanted to make sure that you are on the same screen where I'm looking. Oh, that was also interesting. So this is the path that we are exploring, and we found the XML document, so I'm just going to copy it all. Come on, all. No, it can't. It can't do Control A. I'll have to select it all. It's not that much, so. There. Alright, it's not SH, it's actually XML. It helps spelling it right. So we can easily see both the date and the version here now. So let's actually check all the files, because I'm very interested in learning. One of these might not exist on one system, and then let's actually put Joomla here. And it still looks funny to me. Joomla. So I'm actually going to tab back to the hack tricks here, copy the next URL. I'm just copying about getting the version. So we're going to paste the next one. So one of my kids woke up, so I'm going to talk to him soon. Linus, är du vaken? God morgon gubben! Yeah, he's very shy, so he wanted me to whisper. So here we have the version again, the date. This feels like the easiest way, right, to find it. Before I copy, let me paste the actual name. Okay, I already had copied it. That's what happens when you leave for 2 seconds, right? So XML and the URL. Well, it's better to copy it this way anyway. What? I'm right clicking and copying now. I did select it and Control C. There. So now we know 3 ways to find the version number of the Joomla installation, and we know 1 way to find the directories. So, oh my. Oh, sorry, my nose keeps itching. So let's tab back to here and check the last one. Funny that the 2 others started with a slash and this does not. So we're going to paste this here. And now we have another date here. I have to hop back to the notes on the other ones. So the last date was April 2017, and this one is February, but we also have 2017 here. So creation date of Joomla then. That's not interesting, and this version is also not correct. And yeah, this seems very like off, right? So let's make a comment here. Let's first copy the URL and make sure it actually copies. I'll do that. Then let's paste this. Observe wrong version number. So since the others are all the same, I'm assuming that this one is actually not correct. So let's copy it. Copy. Paste. And we have the nice coloring of obsidian. So here we have 3.00. This one has 370. This one has 370. And this there. So I'm thinking this file is starting to get full, so if we have too many more nice things, we might... Ah well. So automatic droop scan. So what is droop scan? We haven't tried this thing. Let's look at it. So let's open a new tab, see if we have this thing. No, we don't. Independent environmental conversation about CMS scanners that can scan Joomla. Okay, so let's look into this. So we did Joomscan, we did joomlascan.py. My kid's playing downstairs. Nikto. Yeah. Let's actually check which of these we have, right? Because I remember Nikto, the name. So H and HTTP colon daily bugle.thm. So let's see what it tells us. Yeah, it lists the robots.txt lines. RC 1918 location header. PHP 5.6 is end of life. Yeah, so this might take some time. So let's continue reading. until it's done. So the one we were got a tip about now was the droop scan, right? You can do Drupal, that's what it's called, droop scan. And ooh, these is probably what do you think? So we have the link to this page now. It doesn't say any more about it. Yeah, but this is interesting. Let's see, what's the actual page name here? Web methodology. Right. So this is hack tricks, what to do when you get to a web page and you don't know anything, right? And it's kind of at the start of checking basic port information. So we got one more line on the scan there. File manager allows arbitrary file retrieval. This might be interesting. So only from the names of the directories. Yeah, of course it might be interesting, but also these are probably the standard files for this. It hasn't found what it is yet. That is Joomla. Ah, well, let's keep it going there. So, basic info, then a web API. Pen testing. Of course, we'll need to sometime make detailed notes from these. And this is their methodology summary. In this methodology, we're going to suppose that you're going to attack a domain or subdomain, and only that. So you should apply this methodology to each discovered domain, subdomain, or IP with an undetermined web server inside the scope. Start by identifying the technologies used by the web server. Look for tricks to keep in mind during the rest of the test if you can successfully identify. I'm going to open the window, so it's very warm here, and now it's only like 2 degrees more outside, so I need air. Alright, I have to lower this or pull it back. We can pull it back a bit. There. So finally shadow.
Not on Twitch says it's currently -2 here where I am in Australia.
Oh god. Couldn't we like make the temperatures more like you can get some of the warmth from here and I can get some of like cool air. That would be nice. I'm happy with 25 degrees, but 32 is a bit much. I don't know if you could hear me back there or not. So we have a car problem now.
Not on Twitch says 25 is nice.
Yeah, that's like the perfect temperature. Actually, I'm okay with 28 too, but when it's past 30, then I'm going like, I'm just constantly sweating. I'm okay with sweating too, but when it's like running down your back, it's a bit too much. And also I can feel that I get more tired and unfocused when it's too warm. So can you hear the birds? These are the trees. So I'm going to make a filter. Motorcycle. Or car, that's a car. So what do you think? Can we survive the cars?
Noriko
need
Neko
something.
says tired equals nap time. Best time Noriki won sleep.
Yeah, well, I don't nap since I was, what, 2 years old? No, but, I'm just getting filters here. Let's make sure that we're on the right mic. Getting filters. Here's the filter window. And I have a few ones already set. We had a lot of rain. So let's just use one of these, and I'll have to be quiet and it'll listen to the sound. So no TTS also. That's odd. Oh, it's not on, so it doesn't get any audio in. And we have the bug. OBS is not without its bug either. Lots of bugs everywhere. So I think I can actually be smart here. Oh, it's actually finished the test there. So let's go down to this one and actually start to correct. And this one we can see here. Now when it's active, there's noise. And if I actually were to turn this off, reset it, click the automatic build, and then click the on, and be quiet. That's my kid. I'll close the door. I don't want him opening doors downstairs, being the filter. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think? I'm going to activate the filter now. And you tell me if I sound like a robot. This is just for the leaves and the trees and stuff. It's not airplane car really at all. Well, we'll see. So we got the end of a car there. That was a car. So we'll see. Tell me if I sound like a robot, okay? Because then I'll turn this off and we'll have cars. This will take a bit of the car sounds at least. Well, we'll see. So let's continue. So start by identifying the technologies used by the web server. Look for tricks to keep in mind during the rest
Not
of
on
the
Twitch
test.
says the car sounds were very low and I could barely hear them. I think you will be okay.
Okay, so there are buses too. So if we take the tip of the cars, maybe we can get a tip of the the buses too. So but thanks, that's nice to know. I know that I get a bit annoyed at them sometimes, but I rather not sound like a robot either. So, any known vulnerability of the version of the technology, that's why we search for Joomla 370 like exploit. Using any well-known tag useful trick to extract more information. Yeah, and Joomla is well known, but not to me. Right? Specialized scanner. We did run 2 scanners that didn't really find anything. General purpose scanners. Yeah, we just run one. Let's look at it, by the way. So we didn't find like anything really here. So all it said, it doesn't mention Joomla in all of the text, I think. It's just listing all the robots.txt entries. And then saying that these these directories could be interesting, right? We can look at the icons. Yeah, so we knew about the login for admin too. So we didn't get anything, and this was Nikto for the Joomla. So Nikto doesn't seem to excel very much on this. So we'll run another one. Maybe we should scroll down to that and see, where were they? So here, what web? Let's see if what web exists on my machine. It does. So then we do A for is it suggestion, and then the URL, which is http:// It's nice to have run these tools, you know, so you know what it can do, how the output looks like. And now we know that, well, this
Fixit42 bot says new follower Vingsky. Less than 3.
Welcome in, and thanks for the follow. So it actually says Joomla here, but it doesn't say any version number or anything, so we knew much more before. HTTP daily bugle.hm, and we'll see what web finds while we're reading. So let's hop back up to the top. You never know if they're going to find something, or if they are going to find some interesting information. Start with the initial checks. Robots, sitemap. So what does it mean with sitemap? Robots, I know. 404 error and SOL TLS scan. If HTTPS. Yeah, so okay,
Vingsky
so
says hello. I've been inspired